Going on, y'all? It's your boy Vari, the kid here with some G talk. G stands for the garage because everybody's upstairs sleeping and stuff. You know, just early in the morning. I get up earlier than everybody, so I don't want to wake them up because sometimes I get loud when I shoot videos and shit. So yeah, you know, I decided, you know, let's just do this little morning G talk. You know, I could just go ahead and just kick it down here. The neighbors don't care. You know, or if they do, I don't know if they do. But anyways, it's better than waking up the girls because it's summertime for them. They don't got to get up for school. If I can let them sleep for half the day, let them sleep for half the day. Because, man, I tell you, man, when you got two girls, man, game over. That's all I can say. Game over. Anyway, so look, man, I got some value. I've been sleeping on some value. And, you know, I think it's about time that I share it with you. And, you know, what it is what I'm going to share today is what's going to help you really succeed in a way that you've never succeeded before. It's because I'm going to show you a way that you can attack, you know, your goals in a way that you probably never attacked them before. And this is something that I learned from Ty Lopez, who in turn learned it from Arnold Schwarzenegger, of all people. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you're thinking like, what? Arnold Schwarzenegger and Ty Lopez, like what do they got to do with each other, right? So look, check this out. For any of you guys who don't follow Ty Lopez, which I think everybody should, even though, you know, he seems, all right, so look, I saw the same commercials on YouTube as everybody else. Yeah, he looks, you know, a little goofy, all right, with his little Ferrari commercial, the first one. You know, all right, he seemed a little bit arrogant or whatever, show offy or whatever. But the truth is, the man knows what he's talking about. The man is very, very intelligent. The man is very, very business savvy, and you know, he's got a lot of fucking knowledge, you know, bottom line. And so regardless of whether you like the guy or not, or like the way he looks, or like the way he acts, or, you know, his personality or whatever, the man has knowledge like very few people have. And so I was listening to this audio from his 67 Steps, and he was saying that he was telling this story about Arnold Schwarzenegger, right? And how Arnold Schwarzenegger is like the most successful man ever. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far in terms of like completing life goals, right? And so this is how it went down. So Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's 22 years old, still living in Austria. I think that's where he's from, right? Austria. All right, so he's still back in Austria, 22 years old. And he just won, you know, or he had a dream to be like the world bodybuilding champion, you know what I'm saying? And 22 years old, he just won his first title, all right? So this is his dream. And so he goes on for the next 7 years to win it over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Universe, or, you know, the top bodybuilding competition in the world or whatever. Over and over again. 7 consecutive times. Yeah, I had to count that out. 7 consecutive times. He wins that over and over again, right? So then after he does that, he's like, man, you know, I have a dream. I want to live in America. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a millionaire. And so what he does is he moves to California. So he moves to California and decides to be a real estate broker. Goes hard into real estate, and like a year and a half or 2 years later, also while he's doing real estate, he designs this product, you know what I'm saying, this training course to show people how to bodybuild. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing real estate. He's got his own product that he's marketing and stuff. 2 years later, a year later, he's a millionaire, self-made millionaire, right? And so after he does this, he's like, man, you know what? I want to be an actor, all right? You know, so I want to be an actor. You know, I want to make $1 million acting. So he goes to Hollywood, right, and starts acting. You know, and so he starts acting. Sometime later, boom, he makes his first $1 million. After that, he's like, you know what? I don't want to just be a millionaire, you know what I'm saying, actor. I don't want to be $1 million actor. I want to be the top paid actor of all time in Hollywood. So shortly after that, he runs with Terminator, right? Boom, highest paid actor of all time at that time. You know what I'm saying? Killed it. So after that, you know what I'm saying, Arnold highest paid actor of all time, doing all, living all of his dreams. He decides, you know what, I want to go into politics, and I want to try to get the highest position, well, pretty much the highest position that I could get, not being an American citizen, born in America. So he goes ahead and becomes the senator of California, right? And he had this dream of like changing the country, making the world a better place, and he did that. He accomplished that because before Arnold Schwarzenegger came into the scene, like bodybuilding was like this little weird little niche thing that like weird people did. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Arnold made that shit like cool for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And he started this initiative. Like, you look everywhere now, like there's a Gold's Gym. He mentored with Gold and shit. You know what I'm saying? Dude who owns the Gold Gyms and stuff. Like, Arnold was a big part of like the reason why the weightlifting scene and is the way that it is now is because of the bricks that he laid, first leading up to it. So so Ty Lopez, so Ty Lopez, he gets all this from reading Arnold's book Total Recall. All right, which I just got that, so I also suggest that you should get it too because, man. Anyways, so he's reading Total Recall, and he says that he can read between the lines as he's reading the book, and he can see what Arnold's formula was, right? And it's a formula that he used all his life, and the one that he got down pat, from weightlifting, and that was reps and sets, right? And it's basically just breaking everything down that you do into reps and sets, right? And so when he decided that, he wanted to be, the world Mr. Universe or, world weightlifting or bodybuilding, champion of the world or whatever, what did he do? All he did is he did more reps and sets than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all that he did. And if you can design everything that you do in that same way into reps and sets, then you don't have to really think about what you're doing. All you need to do is actually just do the work. You know what I'm saying? Follow the plan. Imagine you're setting a goal, right? Well, I'm gonna use myself as an example because this would be better than a hypothetical. All right, so check this out. So my goal is to build a $250,000 consulting business by the end of the year, right? And so in the past, I've set goals before, right? I've set goals before, and I've done them in 5, 10 different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've done the goal where you just write out a list of your goals. I've done the goal where you write out like a story of like the future tense of, you know what I'm saying, where it's like after you get your goals. I wrote out like a fucking like a list or like a detailed, this is what I'm gonna do when I get my money, and these are the things that I want type stuff. Like, I've done goals in so many different ways. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. But when I first heard this, it made so much sense to me, and I realized like how I was completely missing the point. You know what I'm saying? So breaking that goal down into reps and sets. So simply it'd be like, okay, so I take the steps. Okay, so what are the steps from where I'm at now, right? What are the steps from where I'm at now to get to $250,000? You know what I'm saying? A year or whatever, a month or whatever I end up, right now it's just $250,000 business, so net worth. So what I need to go from where I'm at now to like a net worth business of $250,000. All right, and what are the steps in between? So it goes from, okay, so first I need to build like a hub, you know what I'm saying? Like my main spot, like where you send everybody, you know what I'm saying? Where you send the clients, where you send the leads and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like your spot. Like, for instance, your Empowered Network, your blog, you know what I'm saying? If you're in some sort of MLM or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that would be, your sales page or the funnel for your MLM, you know what I'm saying? Like your MLM, like the main thing, right? So first step would be creating that. And then the second thing would be getting a long-term, or not long-term, getting a funnel created to bring in customers, you know what I'm saying, leads and customers. And then the next step would be to convert those customers into sales, right? And then the next step would be to, after I got leads and customers coming at a steady pace, I'm converting all those customers into sales. Next thing would be to start outsourcing or expanding, you know what I'm saying, scaling up, right? And then basically after you scale up is, you know, would pretty much be the end of the goal. So now I got the steps from A to B, or, you know, A to Z. Now I got the steps, right? Now all I gotta do, right, those are the sets. Now all I gotta do is on each step, write down the reps, you know what I'm saying? Write down, okay, so what are the things, what are the tasks that need to get done, you know, on a regular basis, or, you know, one time or whatever, however many times. What are the tasks that need to get done in order to, you know, get this step complete and move on to the next one? And see, a lot of people have an issue with not knowing what to do in their business. You know what I'm saying? Like, people feel like, damn, you know, like, I know, like, my goal, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I want to build a, you know, a $10,000 a month Shopify business. Of course, yeah, that's what I want to do. But I just don't know what I'm going to do today. You know what I'm saying? Like, people wake up in the morning, okay, the first couple of days, they might get their store set up, put some products in their store or whatever, set up a couple campaigns or whatever, and start running them, okay? Then after that, you know what I'm saying, they don't know what to do on a daily basis. If the campaigns don't work, then they're like, oh, well, now I don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? Just give up. And so it's like, when you got something that you can refer back to on a daily basis, like, okay, like, I'm still on step 1 and I'm still on task 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not complete yet. So that's the only thing I should be working on today until that's complete. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gives you direction every single day in your business, so you know exactly what you need to do to, and everything that you are doing is pushing you closer to your goal. So you're not fucking around doing some shit that's not taking you anywhere closer to your goal. You know what I'm saying? And that shit happens all the time, where you know what I'm saying, you find yourself doing something and 2 hours go by and you're like, damn, man, like, I didn't even need to, you know, I didn't even accomplish anything. You know what I'm saying? I didn't add any sort of value to my business at all. 2 hours just went by. You know what I'm saying? And it cuts all that shit out. Imagine how big your business would be right now if all those times that type of shit happened, you actually had used that time and use it towards something that was going to push your business further. You know what I'm saying? Imagine where you would be right now. You know what I'm saying? And having a sets and reps type goal is going to allow you to stay on track every single day, so you're not tripping like, man, I don't know what to do today, or get up and start doing something that's not productive to what your real end goal is. Thinking that it is because it's something that you just thought of that morning, you know what I'm saying, but it's not really something that's going to, you know, be productive for you. So, you know, that's basically the outline of the sets and reps, man. You know, and I don't know if you guys got some value from that, but damn it, like, every time I think about that, and every time I think about, like, how powerful that shit is, like, I just get fired up. Like, every time I just get fired up. So yeah, man, sets and reps, that's where it's at. And so yeah, you know, if I suggest, you know, if you guys aren't waking up every morning, which I suggest getting up early every morning, as early as you can. I get up at like 5 o'clock, 5:30 every morning. If you're not getting up every morning, you know, waking up and the first thing you do is, you know, while you're brushing your teeth or taking a shit or whatever, you know, pop on the audio or grab a book or something, man, because, you know, that totally just gets your mind, like, in the right spot for the day. Like, imagine your mind being a train, right? And you got like 10 different tracks right in front of you every morning. You on that little spindle thing, you got 10 tracks all around